We have a major free agency update as Adrian Wojnarowski is reporting the Cleveland Cavaliers are signing Luke Travers to a two-way contract as the free agency period for the Cavaliers finally gets going. They are finally bringing names in. Hey everybody, Billy Beebe with you on Cavs Digest. Appreciate you joining us. Appreciate you subscribing. You have that opportunity right now if you haven't to subscribe. That'll get you everything going on with the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's what we're doing on Cavs Digest. Trades, free agencies, rumors, drama within the team. Everything you need to know about the Cleveland Cavaliers is within Cavs Digest. So when you subscribe, those videos flow right to you. The latest, the greatest rumor, I guess you could say, going on with the Cleveland Cavaliers is that Luke Travers is the latest to get a two-way contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Adrian Wojnarowski reporting it just the other day. He's an Australian guard. He gets that two-way deal after playing for Melbourne United the past few years. Same league that LaMelo Ball played in before he got to the United States and started playing. So Luke Travers will get his opportunity to make the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers drafted him in 2022 with the 56th overall pick, a second rounder, and they've had him playing Summer League the past few years. His contract situation is one that doesn't happen too often anymore. He was drafted. His team kept his rights, didn't want to lose him. They wanted to make the most of him as a popular player, so they kept his rights. This is the reason the Timberwolves drafted Ricky Rubio and had to wait a year or two to get him. It just doesn't happen that often anymore. But finally, Travers gets that opportunity to possibly join the team. It's a two-way deal, so of course he could be with the Canton Charge. The Charge now, no longer the Canton Charge. He'll have that opportunity to possibly make the team, though, so we could see him in Cleveland. Let's take a look at his time in Melbourne and what he's been doing overseas. 12 points per game, almost 8 rebounds, a couple of assists, a steal a game, a block a game. Right away, thing that sticks out to me for a guy that's just 6'5" and would probably be a smaller shooting guard in the NBA, hustle. Travers has hustle. 7.6 rebounds per game for a 6'5" player. That shows hustle. A steal a game, a block a game, going at it. Yes, you're going to get the shooting, which you need and you want from a guy like Travers, obviously. But the hustle is there. They are very excited to see what they can get out of that hustle and kind of make it work. And as I said, he'll have his opportunity to make the team. The Cavaliers have a slew of guys that they have brought in on two-way contracts now. JT Thor was one of the most recent. You can go back and watch that video that we did there. They also signed Amani Bates to that two-way contract, and then now Travers, and they still have some free agents to figure out. The Charge are going to be loaded. Their G League's going to be loaded, and when they call upon guys, they should have good development players to bring in. Travers, you want to give him the Sam Merrill treatment, right? Develop him, turn him into a better shooter, a knockdown shooter, really make the most of his time in the G League. But at the same time, he's a different style player with the hustle and the rebounds that you can hopefully do something with him and kind of give him that opportunity to make it with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Over in Australia, he's done it the past couple of years. He's been a consistent player, a good player. And we know from guys like Luka Doncic that when they're playing overseas, they are playing grown men and they're playing older guys, real dudes, and it makes that difference. Luka had played against adults since he was 12, and I imagine Travers has been in a similar situation here, signed overseas, and you get the best of both worlds because he's developing in the Summer League, but now he's also getting that opportunity with the Cleveland Cavaliers to possibly make the team, to possibly shine a little bit more, and I think they can make the most of him. Now, where does he fit? That's a good question. He's a mainly G League guy. They have to develop him. They have to give him the Sam Merrill, the Joe Harris, the Quinn Cook. This is going to be a year or two of him cutting his teeth, working his butt off. I want to say down in the G League, but it's just around the same area in Cleveland. But in the G League, he's going to have to work. And when they call upon him, when Donovan Mitchell gets, God forbid, a little injury or an injury here, an injury there to a guy, Karis LeVert, and they call upon him or Amani Bates, those guys have to step up. So for Travers specifically, The Cavaliers have been watching him closely. They clearly have value on him to draft him with that pick and then wait on him and now finally bring him into the fold and kind of welcome him to a spot. It's very exciting for Travers to finally kick over and come to the Cleveland Cavaliers and get that opportunity to shine. While we're talking about the Cavs, of course, just about a month away, we mentioned it earlier, and September 30th is Cavs Media Day. We will have a ton of exclusive content walking around the area, getting footage of the guys and seeing everything that's going on at Cavs Media Day. So you want to check that out. And then, of course, the storylines. What's being said at Media Day. I remember last year a big storyline was Donovan Mitchell. Hadn't done the extension yet. The Cavs were coming off a tough playoff loss against the Knicks. I mean, the questions were in the air if Mitchell was leaving. And it was great to see him sit down with interviewers and say, who told you I was leaving? Who told you I was unhappy? Because I didn't say it. People are telling me I'm unhappy. So it'll be a great opportunity. When you subscribe to Cavs Digest, you get that sort of content. But drop down into the comments. What do you think of Luke Travers? Is this a guy that's going to see the NBA, or do we have a classic G League situation for the Cavaliers, a Sam Merrill, a Joe Harris, where they're going to drop down and let him go to work? You drop down into the comments and let us know.